Everyone has had their own Howard Beale moment. You know, when everything seems to be going against you and your head just explodes? When those now famous words go flashing through your still functioning brain? I'm mad as hell and I'm not gonna take it anymore. Well, Mike and I had one of those moments this week, and it felt amazing to actually do something, to fight back against the man, or should I say the city of Seattle. You know what I mean? Now what we did is probably not going to make much difference, but it was fun for a little while.
Hey, I tell you, I met this guy at Pizza Hut, and he said he lost like 30 pounds with this Wii Fit thing. And your daughter got one for Christmas last year, and she never even took it out of the box?
She has soccer practice all year round. What does she need that for?
Well, at least you don't have to fight her for it, okay? My neighbor's kid won't even let me borrow hers. She's a really selfish kid, if you ask me. I can't believe you don't use this all the time, man. You could drop like 20 pounds easy.
You're the one who needs to lose a little weight here, Mike. Now, I do bowl a little on it, but, you know, I kind of miss the smell of stale smoke and stinky shoes that you get at a real bowling alley. This is kind of boring in comparison.
You know, the other day when I was thinking about Tacoma and how bad we've been screwed by Seattle, you know, when you start to add it up, it's one giant hose job.
I guess so. You know, losing the Russell Company is going to kill downtown Tacoma. I mean, like Seattle really needs one more corporate headquarters.
Yeah, they got our one company that handles like billions of dollars. Now the only thing left in town is Tacoma Screw. How many people in the world really need more screws?
It does seem really wrong when you think about the history of Seattle and how many things they've swiped from us, like going back to the late 1800s and the port and the railroads. I mean, back then, we were supposed to be the big cheese city, you know, and next thing you know, we get screwed and had to settle for being number 2 again. It's not easy being the little brother for eternity. Who wants that?
You know, if enough people in Tacoma get organized, we might be able to do something about this.
Like what?
Well, like sue Seattle for ripping off Tacoma.
I guess that might get the attention of all those downtown Seattle fat cats at the Rainier Club, huh? But I don't have any money and you don't have any money. Do you know any lawyers who would take the case pro bono?
For him? Why? He's dead. Besides, he wasn't even a lawyer.
What? Who? What?
Sonny Bono, you know? Although, I gotta say, his ex-wife Cher was still pretty hot, even at like 80.
No. Pro bono. It's Latin. It means do it for free.
Oh. Well, I saw an ad for this local attorney on TV. Maybe he'll take the case. He seemed like a nice guy, you know? Hey, I'll show you his ad. It's on Click like all the time.
Hi, my name's David Buffalini. Insurance companies and the attorneys they hire know which attorneys settle their cases low and which ones are willing to take their clients' cases to trial to get the best possible results. Don't settle for less than you deserve. I will use all of my experience to get you the best possible result.
He would work.
Hey Lisa, you in the kitchen? Huh? Come on in here and give us a young kid's take on Seattle and how they try to steal all the good things from Tacoma.
Seattle, that's my kind of town. But with that dweeby cop that mom's living with, Tacoma is not that bad. But you do know that I'm moving there to Capitol Hill when I turn 18 to start my band. We already discussed this.
Discussed, not agreed. So do you think the kids of Tacoma would support a lawsuit against Seattle?
What? You've got to be kidding. Every musician I know moves to Seattle after they get some buzz. No offense to Tacoma, but location matters in most
Okay. Now, why don't you go start on your homework or something?
Dad, if you're going to take Seattle to court, I really hope you don't use your real name. I mean, I don't want to be known as that kid of that wacko guy from Tacoma. It's tough enough to get a record deal these days.
Your dream deal with Sub Pop is going to have to wait. Now, I'll be up in a few minutes to check on your geometry homework. You need to pick it up in that class.
Okay, fine. Bye, Mike.
You know, if she ever gets famous, there's going to be nothing on MTV about her being from this town. Just letting you know.
So do you want to call this mouthpiece or do you want me to do it?
Why don't you do it? I get nervous around lawyers. I think it comes from like all the divorces. You can only get cleaned out so many times before you develop this feeling that you're going to like vomit every time you get near them.
Fine. I'll make the appointment. Are you sure you gave me the right number off the TV? Because I don't think this guy's a lawyer.
Dude, man, I copied it off Click myself.
Yeah, he's not wearing a tie or anything. No jacket, nothing. Just casual. Is that a lawyer? Okay, oh wait, here he comes.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
The question is, what can I do for you? Would you like to borrow my tie at least until our appointment's over? You know, more
That's not a clip-on, is it?
You know,
no.
You don't look
Then
like
I can't wear it.
You don't look like you do on TV.
What he's saying is, we really liked your commercial,
And we were wondering if you might be interested in taking on the biggest lawsuit in the history of Tacoma.
Go on.
We hate Seattle, not like Pike Place Market or the Space Team or anything like that. We're talking about the bigwigs who think that we're their farm team.
We are. If you're going to use a baseball reference, you ever heard of the Tacoma Rainiers?
Oh yeah, man, that's one thing I totally forgot, because they stole Mike Saunders and Matt Tuiasosopo and Adam Moore. Hey, let's put that in the lawsuit too.
What my friend is trying to say that throughout the history of our two cities together, Seattle has taken whatever they wanted from us. They have flat out stolen our best assets, and it's not right.
What law have they violated? What's the premise of this civil action against our neighbors to the north? Being arrogant? Condescending? Pompous? Gentlemen? That is not actionable in a court of law.
Dude, you want to be a hero with the ladies? You would be golden in this town if you could win this thing. I mean, walk into any Denny's after the bars close, and they would clear out a table for you in a nanosecond. We're talking walking on water here.
Go on.
Beyond the groupies, you would earn the undying respect of the longtime residents of our fair city. Our senior citizens have been humiliated nonstop for years. It's time to make a stand right here.
Do you know that any litigation of this magnitude would be enormously expensive? Who would finance such an undertaking?
We were kind of hoping that you'd want in on this. You know, do it pro bono.
I see. You do understand I already do considerable work in the community pro bono. I have my whole career, but this case would require a full legal team for years.
Years?
We were thinking that maybe we might be able to scare the crap out of them, and then they'd settle out of court or something really quick. Maybe throw in an EMP or at least a Dick's Drive-In, maybe two.
And we want them to give us back KSTW or KCPQ.
Why would the city of Seattle ever be intimidated by such a frivolous lawsuit?
Does frivolous mean what I think? Is he saying we can't win?
Yeah, I guess he is.
Well, what about SeaTac Airport? I say it's about 1.5 miles closer to the city limits of Tacoma than Seattle. So why isn't it Taxi Airport? Okay? I got a bunch more things written down here. You want to hear them?
No, that won't be necessary. I suggest you both rethink this. But if you still feel compelled to take action against the city of Seattle, then I have a nephew who graduated from the old UPS law school here in town before Seattle University hijacked it. He might want to get involved in this. I mean, every Christmas he still bitches about it. Here, let me give you his card.
Hey, cool. You know, for a lawyer, you're not that much of an asshole.
We really should be going now. Thank you very much for your time. And I'm really not going to be needing this for a while. You sure you don't want to borrow it?
No, thanks.
We did meet with the guy's nephew about the lawsuit, but he thought it would be more fun to just set off stink bombs at all the places the movers and shakers hang out at in the Emerald City. We thought about it, but later we decided to pass since he didn't seem like that sharp of an attorney, and if we got caught, we would have been totally screwed. Instead, we just promised to never shop, drink, or bowl in Seattle until they apologized for stealing our stuff. It could be a while, but we're in it for the long haul. Anyway, that's all for now. Later.